Hello, good morning dear students. Welcome to our GKRB online classes. So today we will discuss about the fourth number chapter of our civics department, political science department, and the chapter name is what? Gender, religion, and caste. Okay. Mostly the chapter based of in our you can say in our political system means in gender, in religion, caste, how what politics are interfere in gender, religions, and caste. Or you can say that the political system of India, how it connected with gender, religion, and caste of the people. Okay, so let's start the chapter from gender division. So mostly what the gender is the female and male system. Okay, in here we'll discuss about the you can say sexual wages or sexual division in labor means male and female. Okay, what is the you can say what is the gender division between male and male? Mostly in here we will discuss about the sexual division in labor. Or you can say work. Okay, so what is gender division? Mostly in Indian society is a male-centered society. Okay, means the males are you can say males are male person are given more importance in the what Indian society, but females are what do not. The work of the females, the efforts of the females are not so much appreciated by the people in Indian society. Okay, what the sexual division in labors mean the work which are performed by the female in house. Okay, the female are not paid by that work, but the male are what you can say except female, the males are you can say the outsider earner, and the work or the you can say the effort which are made by the men that by that the male are paid by their effort. Okay, so in here what male and female, okay, these two what gender persons are what work in a particular work in different what sector, but the work or the you can say but the effort made by male and female, that efforts are same. In case in work, okay, the labor or the physical labor is you can say different, but the mental labor is same. Okay, means the male with the persons what work in outside, but for that particular what the man paid by the you can say owner, but in what female like our mother she is also involving in what many what householding work like what feeding the child, like then what washing the utensils, after that cooking. Okay, a lot of work what made by our mother in also home. Okay, but what the gender division in India is totally different, because what Indian society is what male-centered society, means the efforts of the work or the activity which are made by the male is always appreciated than the female. Got it? After that, the feminist movement means to you can say to reduce or to abolish or to destroy this gender division in Indian society. Okay, many feminists are there in our society. Feminist means what the you can say the educationalist, the educated person who are always demanding the equal rights for man and woman. Okay, that's why in India uniform civil code is established or regulated here. According to uniform civil code, all Indians or you can say all citizens are equal before law, whether he is a man or she is a what woman. All men and women are equal before law. So many feminist movement means the feminist means the, you can say, the educationalist person who what demanding equal rights for men and women. So basically what, from ancient period, from beginning period, what the Indian society is always a stereotype, means male centered society. In here what males are what, you can say, men are what, yeah, you can say, capture the important positions of society. Okay, but the females are what, you can say, involved in householding work also, and their work is not appreciated according to the male. So many feminists what created movement or tried to, you can say, took some changes in what, Indian society, and they were started movement against what, this male centered Indian society. Okay, by the feminist movement, by the feminist, you can say, by the feminist efforts. Okay, in India there is establishment of a uniform civil code, and by the uniform civil code what, all men and women, whether is what, in color is different from each other, in physical size, in mental size, he or she is different from each other. If he or she what, a citizen of India, that every man and woman are equal before law. And what you can say also, the in sexual division in labor, now the act, many acts are passed, many laws are implemented by the Indian government through the what, through to, you can say, reduce sexual division in labor. Women are also paid what, equal wages like men in Indian society. Okay, but it is also in, you can say, but this type of function, it is also work in only in paper. But nowadays you can say that the Indian society is what, a male centered society, a man centered society. Got it? So what, the sexual division of labor, a system in which all work inside the home is either done by the women of the family, while men are expected to work outside to earn money. After that, this belief is not based on biology but on social and expectation and what, stereotypes. Okay, after that the feminist movement, what, social movement that aim at establishing equality between man and woman are called feminist movement. And from the beginning, for the, you can say, for the rights of women, for the you can say, prevent the gender based discriminations in Indian society, many movements were occurred by many educationalists, and they were always what, made struggle to gain equal rights for female as like the man. Okay, after that, the women's operation in various, means the women condition in India in various field. Okay, what is the condition, or you can say what is the position of women in Indian field, in Indian society. Okay, let's have a look in the field of literacy rate. What is the position of Indian women? Okay, the literacy rate among women is only 65.46% compared with 82.14% among men. Means in India, what, according to the men section or male section, what, 82.14% male, or you can say what, men are educated, but what, less number of what, female person, less percentage of female person are educated in India, and the percentage of what, literacy rate of the female persons is how many? 65.46%. Means in literacy rate you can say that what, females are oppressive than the male. Okay, after that, in jobs, in employment field, there is a very low percentage of women in the high paid and high value jobs, as just few girls, and encouraged to take up higher education. In job fields, okay, the female, the changes of the female position from beginning, from early phase to till now in modern days. Okay, the position of women is always changing day by day. Okay, So in job field nowadays many women are there, they were what compete with the male person, and they are also able to what get high salary, high you can say high currency also. Okay, after that wages means salary. Okay, despite the equal wages act, women in all areas are paid lesser than men. Okay, it is true and it is fact. Nowadays also what the women are less money from the male person. Okay, the best example of wages or salary like the film actor who work in the film sector. Okay, like what Salman Khan take money from the you can say producer like 40 crores for a film, but what you can say the heroines who is played what played actress with the Salman Khan, she is what only get how many 5 or 10 crore rupees. So this is the what you can say wages discrimination among or between male and female. Okay, this is the fact example. Got it? After that in wages, despite the equal women wages act, okay, women in all areas are paid lesser than men, be in sports, in cinemas, in agriculture or in constructions. Got. Okay, equal wages act act is also passed by the Indian government, but despite the act passed in Indian government by the Indian government, what men nowadays what the women are received very low wages or lesser wages than the what male person in every field, in cinemas, in agricultural field, in you can say in constructions work. Means the position of you can say the position of women nowadays by the or according to the wages field, it is very lower than the what male person. Okay, after that the sex ratio. Okay, most parents were prefer boy children. Nowadays also what the family members or you can say the parents are prefer for a what boy children or male children to girl children. Female what infanticide and what feticide are common in our country. This has resulted in unfavorable sex ratio. Means nowadays the people are also believe in social evil, female feticides, what you can say incidents are always happen in our society. Okay, because what the parents always needed or wish for a boy children, that's why the parents go for a medical treatment and they are kill the baby in the mother womb. If she is a girl child, then the what parents do a medical treatment, they kill the what girl child in the womb. This type of incident, this type of social evil, you can say this type of brutal, you can say brutal activity done by parents really what sorrowful in our society. That's why the sex ratio of male and female is also what decrease day by day. Okay, after that the many social evils also what take place in our society, like the dowry harassment, like the physical abuse, sexual harassment are routine tales in our society. Means how you can say if we study what total you can gender discrimination in society, you can find that the position of women is very dull in our society, is very you can say very weak in our Indian society. Okay, after that women as a political representatives. Political representatives of women in India is very low. It has never crossed 5% in any of the Vidhan Sabha and never crossed 12% in Lok Sabha. Means by this you can say by this type of activity done by Indian man-centered society, the women are not actively participated in political field also. Okay, in Vidhan Sabha constituency or in Vidhan Sabha 6 women never crossed 5% seats, okay, and in Lok Sabha seat women never crossed 12% of seats. Whether the government passed a law of reservation for the constituency seats for the women are not actively participated in political field also by the what, by this type of activity done by Indian society towards the what, male towards the female gender. Means the gender discrimination in society, in our Indian society, it rapidly grows from the you can say ancient period to till modern period. But we have to what, we have to clear this gender discrimination among the male and female. Got it? So you can say gender discrimination or gender, or you can say division of male and female gender discrimination is a huge headache for Indian society. However, what Indian government always take what various steps for the upliftment of women, but our thinkingness what always you can say always throw out the position of women in our society. Okay, so in this ratio you can say in that case what gender discrimination was always an important social evil as well as headache for Indian people as well as Indian politics, because what, however the Indian government always passed act law, implemented or executed law principles what in the favor of women, but the Indian people they by the you can say dirty mind, by the you can say dirty thinkingness, they are always you can say push or you can say force the women into a what work position. So in this manner gender and politics, however, these are related in Indian society in this way. After that, what, religion. As we have already know about that India is a secular state. Secular state means there is no state religion and every religious people are equal before law. Okay, so religion difference in politics means in India how the politics is related to religion. Let's have a look that human rights activities allege that people from minority religious communities suffer a lot whenever there is communal violence. Religion differences in politics, that in India what everybody knows that in India there is a various type of communal people, religious people are live. Okay, so the religion difference is always happen in India and it creates the problem of what, communalism. Got it? What, communalism. The minority class people, okay, you can say that the minority religious communities suffer a lot whenever there is a communal violence. The communal violence, if a communal violence, way of communal violence means a particular communal people, they group their communal people and you can say part the bad ideology against the other communal people. Okay, so what is communalism? Extreme and partisan attachment to one's own religion is called communalism. Extreme and partisan attachment to one's own religions. Like I am Hindu and I am a strong supporter of Hinduism, but I must have to you can say show respect to other religion. Okay, if I am against other religion, then this type of ideology called as a what, communalism. Got it? After that, communal politics. What is communal politics? In India, you can say many of the politicians they are played the communal politics, means they are always prefer or they are always you can say favor a particular communal people for getting vote. So what is communal politics? Problems in society begins when one religion is pitted against the others. Means it is a huge problem in India that the people of a what particular community, they are always fight each other, they are always always what part the you can say dirty ideologies against the other communal people. That's why what many riots from the beginning period, where many riots were happened or acted in India, and nowadays also the communal people or the you can say the religious discriminations also take place in our society, and by this what communal you can say communalism or communal thinking means by this many riots are also happened running in India. Okay. After that, the problem becomes serious when demands of one religious groups is found in opposition to other religions. Nowadays, the best example of this what communalism problem is, was raised, you can say, with the you can say issue of Ram Mandir or the construction of Ram Mandir. Okay, the Muslim community or the minority, you can say the minority community, okay, they are opposed to the construction of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Okay, by their statement, they said that what there was a masjid named Babri Masjid, and they always fight for the construction of Babri Masjid with Supreme. Okay, just like the what Muslim people, what the Hindus people are also what fight against what Muslim people, and the Hindus people according to their you can say point of view, they said that there was a Ram Mandir from the beginning. That's why the territory of Ayodhya, what you can say. The communal people, both of the communal people, Hindu and Muslim, they are always fight with each other. What to getting the areas for Ram Mandir for Babri Masjid. So, what the communal problem becomes serious when demands, you can say, of one religion group is found in opposition to other religions. Okay, then the problem becomes very acute when the government uses its power to fulfill the demands of only one religious group. Okay. After that, if the government favor a particular community, okay, then the problem is very, you can say, very high. Got it? Or very exploited. Got it? This kind of using religion in politics is called communal politics. So this type of politics played by the government, played by the political leader is known as what? Communal politics. Okay. Then the theory of communal politics. What is the theory, or you can say law of communal politics? Okay. Religion is the main basis of formation of the society. According to we can say that according to the religion, according to caste, what Indian society is based on. Got it? After that, the followers of a religion must from one community. Their fundamental interests are the same. Okay? So the theory of communal politics means how the political leaders are able to, you can say, play communal politics. They, you can say, the political leaders, they are what give interest of a particular community. This leader only give importance to, you can say, for example, for Hindu people, for Muslim people. Okay, a Muslim leader always, you can say, a leader, a political leader, you can say. Okay, not go with the Muslim or you can say Hindu. A political leader, what always favor for a particular community. Okay, like he always favor Hindu or he always favor to what Muslim. He always, you can say, do welfare work for the Muslim or you can say for Hindus. Okay, so that type of work, okay, in the group of what communal politics. After that, this type of communal, you can say, in India, because India is a democratic socialist republic state and a secular state, this type of communal politics, okay, or the theory of communal politics is totally wrong in India, because India is a, you can say, secular state, republic state, socialist state and a democratic state. Every religion's people, every religion, you can say every citizens, okay, belong to whatever it may be the religions, okay, followed by the citizens. Every citizens who are lived in Indian society are equal before law. So this type of communal politics or theory of communal politics are totally wrong in Indian society, in Indian governmental system. Okay. After that, the politics and religions, okay, or you can say the communalism. In this way, politics is connected with religion as well as gender and also with the communalism, also with the community. Got it? After gender, religion, okay, we should discuss about the caste system and the politics. How the caste and what politics interrelated to each other. First, we have to discuss about caste inequality. Okay, like the gender discrimination, then religion or the communalism play you can say raise a problem in Indian society. The caste inequality is also one of the important you can say problem of Indian society. From the very beginning period, okay, the Indian society were classified into four types of caste. What? Like the Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay, this type of caste inequality what you can say problem also what present in our modern Indian society. What the in most societies occupation are passed on from one generation to another. Okay, from the far beginning the occupation basis there was a what classification of society. Okay, according to caste, according to their activity, according to their occupations. Okay, caste system was based on the exclusion of and discrimination against the outcast groups, partly due to their efforts and partly due to other socio-economic changes. Caste and the caste system in modern India have undergone great changes. So large scale urbanization, the growth of literacy and education, occupational mobility and old you can say old nations of caste hierarchy are breaking down. But in present situation, okay, there is very low people. They are what uneducated. They are followed the caste inequality system like what the gender in discrimination system is you can say socialism is followed by very less people of Indian society because what our society what growing up day by day follow the what modern culture. That's why due to the urbanization, due to the good education system, okay, many people are get knowledge, okay, an idea about what caste, religion, gender and this type of what caste inequality problems, okay, decrease or you can say destroy in our Indian society day by day. Okay, but there are few people also present in our society and they were always what try to discriminate between among the people by what religion, caste and gender. Okay, after that caste in politics, okay, or you can say politics in caste. Caste and politics, how these two things are related to each other, or you can say how the political leaders of India, how they are played their role with the caste system. Got it? So as in the case of communalism, casteism is rooted in the belief that caste is the sole basis of social community. And this is the fact thing that caste is the sole thing of a society. Okay, caste is one aspect of our experience, but it is not the only relevant or the most important aspect. Caste can take various forms in politics. When governments are formed, political parties usually take care the representatives of different castes and tribes find a place in it. Okay, this is the most important you can say activity or performance played by the political leader of India. They were targeted a particular you can say particular caste, and they are also take the representative from that particular tribe, from that particular caste by the getting vote by the for their majority. They are getting or take up the representatives from that particular tribe or you can say caste. Okay. After that, thus it is not politics that gets caste ridden, it is the caste that gets politics. Okay, mean by the caste the politics is played, not by the politics caste is played. Okay, by the caste what politics is played by the what political leader of India. Okay, mean the caste entered to the politics. Okay, you can see that the politics enter to the what caste. These are interrelated to each other. Got it? After that, each group tries to become bigger by incorporating within its neighboring caste or sub-caste which were earlier excluded from it. Various caste groups are required to enter into a dialogue and negotiation. New kind of caste groups have come up in the political arena like backward and forward caste group. Okay, means yes, you can say that caste is very prominent or vital role in what in the Indian politics. Many political leaders for the you can say for combined from the government, they are take the representative from the weaker section of the society, backward section of the society for getting what more vote and establish a government, or they will able to you can say form a government in India. So what in this way caste and politics means you can say these are the important aspects or you can say factor of what Indian politics means. By this gender, religion and caste, what the politics is always running over the Indian society. Okay, so this is all about what gender, religion and caste. However, there is a huge distribution among what male, female, among Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, religion, Buddhist, and Chinese, among caste, what ST, SC, OBC, the political leader always take benefits. What benefits of this indiscrimination situation among the Indian people. So we have to what carried out. We have to throw out the social evil like the discrimination among female, among Hindu, Muslim, and among ST, SC, and OBC. I hope you all are clearly what know about the chapter. Okay, if you will what read about the book thoroughly, after that.